guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing a battle of the Power lip products. I have 3 different ones that I've tried out. I'm going to share the pros, cons, prices, formula, all of that stuff. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. All right, let's get into it. Before I get into this, I just want to say that I did film a tutorial on how I do my side Dutch braid. It's going to be a step-by-step. So if that is already up, I will link it here. If it's not, it's coming very soon. I just finished filming it. So that's out of the way. I have tried 3 powder lip products now. I actually did a full video on this one from LORAC. It is the Pro High Res Lip and Cheek Powder. So there's this one, and then after that one, I tried the one from NYX. This is the Powder Puff Lippy. And then finally, Buxom just came out with them, and they sent me their entire range of them. So they sent me all of the colors of these, and this is the PillowPout Creamy Plumping Lip Powder. Anyway, I just feel like this is one of those products that I guess used to be popular a really long time ago, and now it's kind of coming back. But there's mixed reviews on it, and I just wanted to kind of get to the bottom of it. What ones work, which ones don't, like why, how much are they worth the splurge? So I do have my laptop in front of me so that I can look up all of the stats of all of these as I'm talking about them. So first up, let's talk about this LORAC one because I did already do a video on it. This is the Pro High Res Lip and Cheek Powder. It says, embrace your inner modern artist with a swipe of your favorite LORAC Los Angeles High Res Lip and Cheek Powder, a weightless, highly pigmented, dual-purpose powder in fresh, modern colors. This innovative formula provides unstoppable color for all-day wear. This comes in 6 shades and it retails for $19. I have mine in the shade Graffitied, and let me just talk about the packaging really quick. The LORAC one and the Buxom one have very similar packaging. So they both come in these black tubes, very on brand for their packages. And then they're kind of spring-loaded in the cap. Both of them are. So if you take the caps off, they each have these like sponge-like tips with the product on the tip of it. And then the caps each have the pigment inside of the cap. So you dip back in to get that pigment. This is the one from LORAC. So you can swipe it on, and then if you need more pigment, you just dip it in to get more pigment from the lid. And that is the same as the Buxom one. The Buxom one is $22. This is the most expensive one that I have. And this one comes in 10 different shades, and it says, PillowPout Creamy Plumping Lip Powder from Buxom is a unique, instantly plumping lip powder that delivers a blotted semi-matte finish for an all-day comfortable wear. So this is a semi-matte, and it does come in 10 shades. And then finally, we have the one from NYX. This is the Powder Puff Lippy. This comes in 8 shades, and it retails for $8.49. Which, by the way, I will link everything that I mentioned down below in the bottom bar for you guys. It says, pucker up and powder your pout. Featuring a pillowy cushion applicator, NYX Professional Makeup, Powder Puff Lippy Powder Lip Cream. That is a mouthful. Goes on moussey and sets to a powdery soft finish. Achieve a flush of color in 8 vibrant shades from warm peach to true red and hot pink to cool plum for an irresistible just kissed look. So this one comes in a squeezy tube, and it does have that same spongy applicator. The only difference is you squeeze the tube to get more product instead of dipping it back into the cap. Okay, I just wiped off everything that was on my lips so I can go through and swatch these for you guys. So first up, let's try the LORAC one. This is the one, again, that I do have that full video on. So it has some product on it, and I'm just going to apply it. Okay, I'm getting clumps. I don't know if you guys can see that. Alright, so this is what it looks like when I first apply it. These are not meant to be super precise. The sponge applicator is not going to get you like a super precise line on your lips. It's kind of just like a blown out flush of color. So that is what this one looks like. I did wear this one throughout the day. It is a little bit uncomfortable as the day wears on. It is pretty matte, like basically all the way matte. And I've had it on for about a minute now. So I just want to show you guys, I'm going to do a kiss test on all of them. So there is like literally a minuscule like little amount on my hand, but for the most part it's like pretty transfer proof. For me, the downfall of the LORAC one is that it only comes in 6 shades. This is the shade that I thought that I would like the most, and it's like a little too orangey, like skin tone for me. But if there were other shades, I would potentially consider buying a different shade of it for my lips. I did not like this on my cheeks. I thought it was very hard to apply because the applicator is so tiny that it's like to get it onto your cheek area and then still blend it out. It just did not work for me. But it's, I don't know, this is not my favorite one because it's drier, and I feel like as the day goes on, it accentuates the lip lines in my lips and it makes them look older, which is not something I'm going for. All right, I just took that off of my lips. Now I'm going to go in with the Buxom one. I'm going to use the shade Darling Dolly. And again, I'm just going to apply it really quickly. All right, this is what the Buxom one looks like. I will say that it feels a little bit more hydrating. Let's do the kiss test. Again, it just has like a little bit, like a minuscule amount. I've had it on for about the same amount of time, probably about a minute before I did the kiss test. But again, it's going to stay in place for the most part. This one I just felt was like slightly more hydrating feeling, considering you're putting a powder on your lips, than the LORAC one was. All right, lastly, I'm going to put on the NYX one. This one I have in the shade Squad Goals. And this one is slightly different because it does come out in kind of like a liquid formula and then it dries to a powder. All right, this is what the NYX one looks like. I gave it a couple of minutes to kind of dry down because this one is kind of like a liquidy mousse formula that dries to a powder. So I wanted to give it a chance to dry down. But now that I have given it, it's been about 3 minutes, I'm going to do the kiss test. So this one has by far the most amount of transfer, but it's not like an insane amount. So I'm just going to rate them based on a bunch of different categories. So as far as price point, obviously the NYX one is much cheaper. It's $8.49 compared to $19 and $22. And then as far as color selection, I think that the Buxom one wins. It has 10 colors and they're all really pretty nice wearable shades. The LORAC one, I was not very impressed with the color selection, and the NYX one, the colors were so-so, but there's a lot of really cool toned colors and they're just not really the colors that I gravitate towards. I wish I would have seen some more wearable colors from the NYX one. So Buxom wins the color selection category. As far as comfort, the NYX one is the most comfortable because it is the most liquidy, but it also it's not transfer proof. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword there. Like it's comfortable, but it's not transfer proof. And then next up would be the Buxom one, which is the second most comfortable. And this one is transfer proof. And then as far as staying power, I would say that it's a kind of a tie between the Buxom and the LORAC one. These stay way longer than the NYX one stayed on my lips. All in all, in the grand scheme of things, because I already own these three, I think the one that I will use the most is the Buxom one, just because I like the colors a lot more and it kind of fits what I want. And I like that it does dry down to be transfer proof, so I can either do a wash of color and have it be transfer proof, or I could put a gloss on top of it and wear it glossy. So this one would be my #1 pick. But if I wanted to try out the trend for the first time and I didn't own any of these, I would probably go for the NYX one just because it's the cheapest and I could kind of like dip my toes in the water, see if I like this kind of an applicator and this formula and all of that. And then if I did like it, maybe I'd invest in a higher end one. But I'm one of those people that if it's a fashion trend, a makeup trend, whatever it is, I like to kind of try it on the cheap end, and then if I like it, I'll invest in it on the higher end. So I'm the same way with makeup, which means that I would probably, if I didn't own any of these, I'd probably go for the NYX one first. And if I liked it, I would go for the Buxom one. Honestly, I don't really recommend the LORAC one just because I don't like their color selection that much. It is $19, so it's not cheap. And it just wasn't that comfortable to wear all day. So those are my final thoughts on the powder lip. I'm not sure if it's gonna be here to stay or not. There's mixed reviews online. It's kind of like a new but old trend in the makeup industry, so I'm curious to see if a bunch of other brands will come out with them. But that is everything for this video. Let me know your thoughts on powder lips and if you've tried them, if you're interested in trying them, all the things down below in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.